Hey there, my name is Brett Farrell. I'm the founder of the Farrell Group, your favorite lead gen agency and home of the million person list. So in this video, I want to talk to you about whether list building is required or should you build an email list? Well, I say yes. Personally for me, I mean, obviously I'm a little biased being that lead generation has kind of been our bread and butter for many years. But the thing is, like if you're only going for e-commerce where you're only getting a sale, where you're only selling a single product, honestly, you're missing out on a lot of opportunity because the relationship is not necessarily getting established with that person. They are actually buying because that product is fulfilling a need, but they're not necessarily finding you to be a credible expert out of the gates. So let me explain what that means. List building is really, in my opinion, there's a certain art and science to it, and when done right, you can build really authentic. It's fascinating. I say authentic relationships, but it's like you're still automating a lot of this communication. So you're building relationships with your list, and people are looking to you as you being that credible expert. You are the person who they are going to for advice, and you are the person that is advising them to either, go and look at this research piece, go and look at this video, go and actually read this article, and you are now the person who they are finding to be like, okay, whatever he is saying is worth listening to because they believe in you. That can't be done with just a straight sale. Shopify and a lot of e-commerce based companies, they do a fantastic job of converting the sale. That is something that is very, very important. But ongoing with a customer list, if you don't have a thread of communication and you don't have a consistent flow of information, or whether it's messages or Facebook communication or Instagram or whatever, in your email thread, if all you're doing is just giving them a receipt and that's really where the communication ends, they only find you to be a supermarket at this point. You're just a glorified Walmart. Now, not to devalue your product or anything like that, but just take in consideration that if you walk up and down the aisle, do you really care as much about who Mr. Sears is or what the Bon Marché is really doing? And I don't know why that name came out. That's a really old name. But hey, guess what? That's what it is. So just so you know, if you start out by actually giving them something of value, okay, so could be like an assessment, so some type of quiz that's assessing a problem or something they're going through, or if you actually give them an ebook, and then from there you slowly but surely build that relationship and build their trust. Now all of a sudden you have a lifelong follower. One of the things that we love to do is in our list generating our list building techniques is we'll incorporate a Facebook group. And so we'll use a Facebook group as a means to increase retention. And because the big thing is if we're doing our job right and we're able to target the right people in the right way, now you're building a community. Everybody is separate from one another when they're actually joining your list, but when they're invited to join a private Facebook group, now they get the opportunity to interact with one another. And so when they're interacting, now they have a reason to stick around. They have a reason to actually enjoy your services ongoing, but also talk about that in their own private small quarter that is theirs, that is their comfort zone, their special environment. And so to come back to the original question of, is list building necessary? Should you build a list? I think you should, because I think it builds not just the ability to convert a lead into a customer, but it creates a lifelong follower. And so what that will do is that'll increase LTV, the lifetime value, that'll increase trust, and then also it'll help all of your email marketing and all of your email automation techniques and tactics, so that way that the people that are going to be on your list, you just make sure that you show them some love and they'll do the same in return. I hope that was helpful. I do have a gift for you. Just as in close, I want to make sure that you know that the list building and everything that we do is really important to us, and I think that just you being here should be important to you as well. So we have a checklist that I want to give you. It's our special 7-figure list building checklist that we use whenever we build a new tool, whether it be for our clients or whether it be for our own in-house offers. We have a series of things that we go through that will break down not just headlines, but types of pages, what types of offers, what types of things that we use to give away. And all of those things, they have to check off that list in order for us to go and click publish. So that's what I want to give to you today. There's a link just below this video where you can go and access that and get that for free. I hope that helps you, and I hope that helps you in your list building techniques and tactics here moving forward. Thank you again for just joining me here for this time in this video. If you could subscribe to this channel, would really appreciate it, as well as a like. Dislike if you didn't like it, I'm okay with that too. And even a comment. Would love to know what you're doing and what your experience has been like with list building as well. I respond to all comments personally. My name is Brett Farrell. I'm the founder of the Farrell Group. Really appreciate you watching this video, and please have a look at some of the other ones. I think they're just as weird and stupid as this one. So thank you again, and you take care. All right, bye.